Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, I am super excited for today's video because we are going to be talking about a brand which I have tried and fallen in love with. A fantastic British brand, which is always a big tick in my book, but also fantastically sustainable, cruelty-free. They have some amazing cosmeceutical products, and you guys have been recommending them in droves, which is kind of what drove me to try the products and pull this video together, and that brand is Medik8. Now, before you think, well, what's the point of watching the video? He said it's all fabulous. As with all brands, they have some really good products, and they have some just products that need to be missed and forgotten about. So that's common with even like my cult brand, The Ordinary, has some duds products and some amazing products. So we're going to talk through the pros and the cons of this company. The price point for this company is slightly above drugstore. I wouldn't say it's not super high-end bougie department store, but we're talking something in the region of 25 to 45 pounds. Some exceed that, some go under it, but that's the general price point, which is around the $30 to $50 price point. So what I look for in brands that are charging that little bit extra is that you're getting something more for the formulation. For me, it's not good enough that you just have nicer packaging, or you might have a bit more marketing gimmickry. I need a better formulation, I need better quality products. I need to know that I'm paying extra for a reason. So we're going to get into that today and work out what's worth splurging your money on from this brand and which products you just need to give a firm pass to. Now, with all of these full brand reviews, and I will link a playlist up there so you can have a look at some of the other brands which I have reviewed on this channel, I like to give an overview of the company. So we've already said this is a fantastic UK-based brand, which I love. They are cruelty-free. All their products are now vegan, which is fantastic. And they have a philosophy of CSA, which stands for Vitamin C, Sunscreen, and Vitamin A. That's like their core mantra and the things that they started with, which is great. Every skincare line should start with a sunscreen. They did, which is a big tick in my book. But also, they incorporate vitamin C and retinol, vitamin A derivatives into their core product range. I think that's fantastic. If I had to take like my top desert island products, obviously you take a sunscreen. I would take a vitamin E to make sure I was glowing to the gods all day long, and I'd take with me a retinol because that'll give you that cellular turnover, that youthful look, and give you that protection against the sun damage that you might be accumulating. I totally get this philosophy, and I'm fully on board with it from the start. If any of you have checked out my Why I Don't Buy from CeraVe video, I'll leave a link to it there. Basically, I called CeraVe out for just being a really bad example of a company that tries to get on bandwagons of sustainability, cruelty-free, clean ingredients, but never does anything about it. So they're the worst culprit for this in my book. And one of their things was they claimed that by the end of 2020, 100% of their products will have an improved social profile. What is that? A load of old hash. None of it is worth anything unless companies actually put percentages and targets and things that are measurable, deliverable and measurable against them. This company, Medik8, does this in droves. So they have removed all plastic from their products. That's liquid plastics, but also microbeads, long before they were banned here in the UK. So I think that's fantastic. Often companies react to legislation. To do it beforehand because you think it's the right thing to do is absolutely fantastic. So they get a huge tick in the box from me. They talk about animal testing in a way that I really want to hear brands talking about animal testing. They don't test on animals, they don't allow people to test on animals on their behalf, and they don't sell into territories which mandate animal testing on products before they can be sold. That, to me, is true cruelty-free. They then go the next mile and they guarantee to donate £15,000 every year to animal charities to support with their ethos and their caring for the planet and the environment and animals' welfare. That, to me, is a proper cruelty-free brand that we can all stick by. Not this CeraVe, oh, we do test, but only when we have to by law. Load of old tosh. This is a proper cruelty-free brand, and I love that. They put their money where their mouth is, and they commit to things, which is fantastic. They also have removed all packaging inserts from their products, so reducing their packaging, their plastic output, which is fantastic, and they have committed to 40% of all the glass they use in their serum bottles coming from recycled glass sources. So again, these are measurable, these are target driven. You know that this company is committing to something and believes in it, whereas the likes of CeraVe, they just do it, I think, because they know that that's what people demand at the moment, but they don't really fully committed to it. This is a fully committed brand, so I love them from the start. They're also fully paraben-free. I think the jury's out there on whether parabens are bad for the skin. Some people, as some studies show, they are. Other people are absolutely fine with them. I actually don't have an issue with parabens, but for people who, there's a growing number of people that want paraben-free products. All of their products are paraben free, which just means you don't have to search through each product looking at the ingredients list. If that's your concern, you can just go out and buy it. So I really love that, and they're clearly listening to demands and market-led feedback at the moment, which is fantastic. Finally, before we get onto the top products and the worst products from this product line, they're also 100% certified palm oil free. Palm oil, again, a little bit contentious when it comes to food and cosmetics. The palm oil industry is responsible for a huge amount of deforestation and the removal of animal habitats, particularly in Brazil and tropical areas. Some palm oil is sustainable, some isn't. It's quite difficult to differentiate between palm oil which hasn't come from deforested areas and palm oil that has. So as a rule, I tend to just avoid it in my food and in my cosmetics where I can. 100% palm oil free. So if that's a concern for you, you've got a fantastic brand here that you can shop with. So in the spirit of positivity, 2020 has had a lot of negativity. Let's start with the positive. We are going to share the best products from this brand first. And the first one I'm going to mention is something that's super innovative and that I'm not aware any other brand, maybe Paula's Choice actually, to be fair, does, and that is their crystal retinal products. The reason I say this is innovative because they have 6 different strengths of retinol. They are using retinaldehyde, which is a derivative of vitamin A. As a brief overview, unless you're using retinoic acid, which is prescription only in most territories, you use a vitamin A derivative, which then gets metabolized by the skin through various metabolic pathways to end up as retinoic acid, which your skin uses to deliver the retinol benefits we all love: the anti-aging, the firmness, the cellular turnover, the glowing skin. The further away from retinoic acid that the derivative is, and the more metabolic pathways it has to go through to get there, the weaker generally the product is. Retinaldehyde is the closest cosmeceutical grade. That means without a prescription, not needing to go to your GP, to your dermatologist or whatever to get. That is the closest you can get before you get to retinoic acid, which just means it's a stronger formulation. It's going to deliver the results quicker, and I really like retinaldehyde. It's one of my favourite of the vitamin A derivatives, and I really like that they've included it in this product. Why I say this is innovative is they have 6 different strengths. So a lot of people, well, everybody should start with a low strength retinol, low strength vitamin A derivative, and work their way up as their skin becomes used to it. That will avoid all the irritation, the redness, the peeling, the downtime. I love a brand that has different strengths, so you can buy from this brand and you can just step up. You're not really changing the product, you're just changing the strength of the one ingredient in there, which I absolutely love. The price ranges on here are a little bit on the higher side, so they're starting off at the low concentration of retinaldehyde will come in at about £30, $35. Not a bad price point. For the highest strength, they call it the Crystal Retinol 10, I believe. For the highest strength, it's £76 here in the UK, so that is going to come in at around $100. So as the concentration goes up, so does the price. I think when you get to the higher concentrations, I'm not sure whether the price really justifies the product, but certainly for the low concentrations, it's a great way of getting into retinols and vitamin A derivatives, getting them in your skin at a low concentration. There's loads of beautiful humectants in here, so it's not going to dry out your skin the way that other ones can, and I think the formulation is beautiful. Retinaldehyde studies have shown works at above a 0.025%, and all of these are, so you're going to get a good strength retinaldehyde even at the lowest strength one that's going to start delivering results. And I just love the fact that they've encapsulated this, which again is the encapsulation gets broken down with enzymes on the skin, but until that point it just reduces the chances of irritation, redness, peeling and sensitivities, the retinol uglies. This is a beautiful product line, and I think it's really innovative that they have the 6 different strengths. Paula's Choice do have different strengths to choose from, and I guess the Ordinary do, but not to this extent. This is the 6 different steps that you can work your way up one after the other, and I think that's a really nice touch, and I love the fact that it's vegan. I love the sustainability behind it, and I think it's a fair price point, particularly at the lower strength, for what you're getting as a product, with some of the beautiful cedar oils in here and the fantastic humectants that are going to keep the dryness at bay. Top product. I've left a link to it below. You can buy it on a number of websites here in the UK and in the US and internationally, but I've left a link to where I purchased mine from below if you do want to check it out, and you can explore the different strengths and which ones. I would recommend you start with the lowest and work your way up. If you're used to retinol, you might want to skip the lowest and go to like the 2nd or the 3rd, but I'll leave a link below so you can check out more information if you want it. Now, onto their other standout product for me, which I absolutely love, which is their liquid peptides. This is £40 here in the UK, $50 over in the US. Peptides are amazing, but they're not all created equally. So different peptides do different things. You have peptides which will It helps support the production of collagen in the skin. You have peptides which will hydrate the skin, ones that will help to deliver trace elements into the skin to help with skin renewal. There's loads of different peptides, and I love a peptide buffet. Think of yourself, you're on a cruise and you're at that buffet section, you just put everything you want on your plate. This is what I think a peptide buffet does. It takes a little bit of everything that you want and puts it on the plate for you, so you don't actually need to do anything. You don't need 3 or 4 different products. You've got it all in one. And I think for a really good peptide serum, £40 is about right. You can get cheaper ones, don't get me wrong, but for the formulation and the peptides that have gone in here, I think that's really good. So in here you have the copper peptides, which will support with collagen production. Collagen gives us that snap back to our skin, that firmness that we crave. That's really good. You've got MEDIK8 3000, which is a gorgeous peptide, again to support with that firmness and elasticity, but will also hydrate the skin. You've got a Duralox, which this is a trade name for another peptide that they formulated, but this works similar to the Azuraline solution by The Ordinary, but will just target those muscle contractions to help support the eradication of dynamic fine lines and wrinkles, which is really good and something that I think is a really nice to have in here, especially if you're looking for an anti-aging peptide. And I just think this is a super hydrating serum. I put this on my skin and it was so hydrating. I didn't need my hyaluronic acid, which is great. So you can replace this. This can act in the place of your hyaluronic acid, so you're not doubling up on products. And the peptides were fantastic. I've used peptides for years, and so I didn't necessarily see that much difference in my skin from this product because I've already got the peptide benefits, but it was beautiful to apply. It went on so smooth and it gave me that hydration, that thirst quench that my skin needed. I absolutely love this product and I'd really recommend it. I think the price point, whilst it's more expensive than say the MEDIK8 3000 by The Ordinary, you're getting so much more because you're getting a real mix of peptides in here, which I love. Again, you're not getting some of the nasties like the parabens that you can get in other products they've taken out. So I think it's a beautiful formulation and it's really worth the price point. So check out, again, I've linked all of these below to just make it easy for you. If you do want to buy any of these, click on the links below or explore them more. But I just think this is a really nice product which delivers what it wants to deliver and has a multi-peptide complex. Absolutely fantastic. I love this. Now, we talked at the start about their real core being vitamin C, vitamin A and sunscreen. So I haven't actually tried any of their sunscreens because I've got way too many sunscreens on and they were actually hard to find. So I can't talk about that element, unfortunately. However, I can talk about their vitamin C, and they have a number of vitamin Cs on their website. But for me, the best is the C Tetra Intense. I love this product. It's a reasonably priced vitamin C, so it comes in at £40 here in the UK, around $50 in the US. That's up there. You can get a lot of cheaper vitamin C's, don't get me wrong, but I think for the formulation, this is a really good option. It's a lipid-soluble vitamin C, which means it's going to go into the skin a little bit deeper. You're not going to get some of the irritation that you can get with standard vitamin C's. If you've used the L-ascorbic acid powder by The Ordinary, for example, I love that product, but it stings, it tingles. You won't get that with this, which is great. And it's also got a beautiful blend of oils in here, seed oils, things which will just keep the skin hydrated and protected. The number one ingredient in this is squalane, which is going to hydrate the skin, but it's also going to make for a smooth application. It's got dimethicone in here. So often people find with vitamin C's they can be quite oily and they don't really absorb into the skin. This is beautiful because the ingredients that come in here will just give that smooth finish, which actually helps to diminish the size of pores, the appearance of pores, which is nice. It can act as a really good base for things like foundation and concealer if you want to put it on. And it's just really compatible with other products that you might want to include in your skincare routine. This formulation glides on like a dream and is a really good mid-strength vitamin C. You don't get that tingling and you don't get that irritation that you can get with vitamin C, but because it's lipid soluble, it will be doing the work, and so it's a nice mid-strength vitamin C without all of the nasties that you can get with a standard vitamin C. So I think this is a good option for anyone who has dry or sensitive skin. Now, I said to you I was going to... Now, keeping with like the lipids and the moisturising, which I think this line just does beautifully, I absolutely love their Lipid Balance Cleansing Oil. This is one of their cheaper products, coming in at £27, $35. A lot of people will say, I thought you never said spend more than $10 on a cleanser. I did. You can get some great cleansers out there. The Squalane cleanser by The Ordinary is a fantastic example. You don't need to spend this much money on cleansers. However, if you want a treatment cleanser, something that's going to really get a deep cleanse and is a really enjoyable product to use, this is fantastic. The blend of oils which go into this are sensational, and I absolutely fell in love with it as soon as I used it. A lot of people like myself who have oily, acneic, breakout prone skin stay well clear of cleansing oils. I don't think, sometimes they just don't feel good to use because you're already quite oily. However, we need to remember that oil attracts oil, and therefore if you have excess oil in the skin, and cleansing oil can be a really good way of removing that oil and those oil plugs. A common feature of both dry skin and greasy acne-prone skin, which you think there's not many things in common, but one common feature is the absence of, or the lack of, linoleic acid, which can help regulate the oil production in the skin. This is formulated with oils which will support with the introduction of linoleic acid into the skin. So this is going to help to regulate the oil production beyond just doing the cleanse, which is why I do think it's worth a few extra pounds than what a normal oil cleanser would be. I love this. They've put so much thought into the production of and the formulation of this with the mix of oils. Safflower oil, I adore. It's one of my favourite oils. It's brilliant for people with oily acneic skin and will just really help to draw out that oil, the dirt and the debris. It also has olive oil in here, which a lot of people gasp and say, I would never put olive oil on my skin, it's comedogenic. It is, if it's not formulated correctly, in a wash-off emulsifying product. Because what this does is it goes on as an oil, you massage it in for as long as you want, you then add water and it emulsifies, turns into a milk and washes away. It's absolutely fine in that form. I wouldn't put pure olive oil on my skin and leave it on, but in this form it's absolutely fine and will just aid in the eradication of that excess oil. If you're dry skinned, it will help to hydrate the skin. So whatever your skin type, after using this product, it feels balanced. It's pH balanced to the right pH for your skin, which is great, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful product to use. There's no fragrance in here, which is great because, you know, I like a product that can be naturally fragranced. The oils themselves actually have a really nice aroma to them, so it feels a bit more like an aromatherapy experience, and I love, love, love this product. It's fantastic for a facial massage. I do a facial massage every evening, which is just a great way of getting the lymph moving in your skin, helping to depuff and helping to tighten up the jawline, and this works beautifully with this. Will I continue to use it? I have a lot of cleansers on the go at the moment, but this, if you're looking for an oil cleanser, I think is fantastic. I'm probably going to stick with balm cleansers because I find them less messy, but a lot of people love the oil cleanse, and this is where it's at. I loved this product, particularly because you can guarantee it's palm oil free, and a lot of people who, you know, buy these oil cleansers don't know that palm oil is a great, like, buffer. It's something that, you know, it's a filler product. It's dirt cheap and it fills the product, keeps the cost low, but it also has a detrimental impact on wildlife. And so if you're looking for a 100% certified palm oil free oil cleanser, look no further. This is really good and I would fully recommend you check this product out. Now, going on to what is, I said I'd save the best for last. This is without doubt the best product I have found in August. I fell in love with it. It's not for my skin type, but it has found a gap in the market. It's filled it with the most beautiful product I have found in years, and that is the Pore Minimising Tonic. It's £40, and a lot of people say, £40, quite a lot for an exfoliating tonic. It is, but if I tell you what's in here and who it's applicable for, you will go out, you will rush out and you will buy it, because honestly, I have never known a formulation like this. So this has mandelic acid in, it has lactic acid in, it has a PHA acid, which is, let me get my words out, gluconolactone. Those together will be the gentlest, softest exfoliation, but work to minimise the pores by declogging them over time, taking away all that gunk and supporting with the natural performance of the pore. This is perfect, absolutely perfect for people with dry and sensitive skin. I would, if you have oily skin like me, salicylic acid is just cheaper, so don't spend £40 on this. Go out and buy a dirt cheap salicylic acid. The Enquiries does one for like £10. Don't waste your money on this, you don't need it. However, for all of you that think I can't do, I've got black, even people with dry and sensitive skin have blackheads and clogged pores and enlarged pores and think I can't do anything because I can't reach the salicylic acid because it'll strip and it'll dry my skin, so I'm doomed. I just have to live with clogged pores forever. You don't. Get this product. It won't work as quick as salicylic acid, but it doesn't need to. You want to go gently, you want to go slowly. This is a perfect formulation of the most gentlest and hydrating exfoliating acids out there. Mandelic acid, so gentle. Lactic acid, hydrating. And PHA acids are some of the gentlest on the market. This will give you a beautiful exfoliation when you need it. It will over time shrink the size of your pores and clear the pores out, so you'll have less breakouts, you'll have less blackheads. This is like a dry and sensitive skinned person's dream product. And when I say £40 seems expensive for an exfoliator, it is. But for this quality and for this formulation, I can't find anything else on the market that will deliver this gentle yet effective exfoliation. And so I would genuinely check it out if you have dry skin or sensitive skin and you don't really know how to exfoliate properly, or you haven't found one that works for you. This tonic, absolutely sensational. A 10 out of 10, ding, 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 product. all the way. Now, unfortunately, with the good, and there was a lot of good, comes the bad. In the spirit of fairness and openness, I have still left links below to them. I don't necessarily recommend them, but you might want to explore them a bit more. You might want to look a little bit more into the ingredients and work out whether it's right for you, because all skincare is unique to you. So I have still left a link so you can explore them further. They didn't work for me, and they aren't products which I personally would recommend, but it doesn't mean that they can't work for other people. So the first one is the retinoate cream. This one comes in at £210, $250. That's the first issue. It's also got a form of vitamin A derivative. It's retinol retinoate, which is a more of an experimental form of vitamin A derivative. I just don't think the science is behind this enough to justify the price tag. It says that it's 6 times stronger than some of the other over-the-counter cosmeceutical vitamin A derivatives. I just think you might as well go get yourself a tretinoin or an adapalene. I mean, £210. You might as well go to your dermatologist, have a consultation, get a prescription strength retinol vitamin A derivative. Why are we messing about with this? No, I don't think the science is there enough to support this. I don't think the price tag justifies the product, and I would just go and get a face-to-face consultation. This to me seems like people that desperately want the maximum strength retinol but with none of the side effects. It doesn't really exist. Go to your dermatologist, your esthetician, talk it through with them, spend your £210 on having a face-to-face consultation and get a prescription strength product that is matched perfectly to your skin type. Don't waste your money on this. I think the price point's wrong. I don't think the science backs it up. The product, it looks gorgeous. I mean, the packaging looks gorgeous, but that's not enough to justify this product, and it's a firm pass. It might work for some people, and it might deliver a really strong vitamin A hit, but no, for me, it's just a firm pass. The Hydrate B5 is also a pass for me. This is a gorgeous product. This is £40. It's a gorgeous product. Panthenol is the second ingredient in here. I love panthenol. Vitamin B5, it calms, it soothes, it hydrates, it is beautiful. It's one of the key ingredients in the Cicaplast Balm by La Roche-Posay that I always bang on about. I love this product. However, it's £40, and the problem is it's hyaluronic acid and panthenol. Both beautiful, both great ingredients to have in your skincare routine, but for £40 you can get the Enquiries hyaluronic acid for like £6, and you can get the Cicaplast Balm with panthenol in for like £5. You don't need to spend £40 on this. To me, the price point, if this was cheaper, if it was in the £15 price range, yeah, absolutely, I'd say this is a good thing to have as your hyaluronic acid serum. For me, it's fine. It's not that different to the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid either, which has B vitamins in too, and that's like £6. The price, I just don't think justifies the product, though there's nothing wrong with the product. I just don't think it justifies the product itself. They also have the White Balance Brightening Serum, £35. I just don't really get this. I don't get what it's supposed to do. It's got a lot of things in it that say it'll brighten the skin. It's vitamin C plus other things to brighten the skin. I'm not sold on this. I think you'd be better off just getting a ascorbic acid and then maybe an alpha-arbutin. The Ordinary do an 8% ascorbic acid with the alpha-arbutin in, or an alpha-arbutin serum. I'm not sold on why this should be your go-to vitamin C. The other tetra vitamin C was amazing. I would just get that, maybe add an alpha-arbutin in if you want this. I don't think you're getting enough for the £35, and I'm not sold on this product. Finally, I also really hate the pore refining scrub. What is this? What is brands always insist on doing a scrub? They've got some beautiful exfoliating acids. Like I say, that pore refining tonic, amazing. And then they do a scrub. Now, this scrub doesn't have plastic microbeads in, they're all biodegradable, so from a environmental perspective, it's spot on and it's fine. I just don't really like the product. You scrub, everyone scrubs too hard, it's not that effective. I don't like the product. I think that it's a lazy product, and they've included it because people like scrubs, so they think, make a few extra money, throw a scrub in there. I don't think this is actually in keeping with the rest of their line, and I don't think it does the rest of their line justice, but that's just my thought. I wouldn't buy it. I'll leave a link so you can explore it further, but I wouldn't buy it. Overall, what do I think? I love this brand. I love a company which truly commits. No half measures. I'm going to commit. And they have committed to eradicating animal testing, and they donate to animal charities. Great. Palm oil free. Great. That's again another thing about supporting habitats and cutting down with deforestation. Fantastic. They've removed packaging and plastic microbeads before they were legally obliged to, which is a huge tick in the box. And I just think L'Oreal should take a look and think, this is how you do it. This is how you do a proper brand that's sustainable, offers things that consumers want. People want cruelty free, they want paraben free, they want cut down on fragrance. This is what you get with this brand, and they are putting their money where their mouth is and delivering products. Their products are a little bit more expensive than some of the drugstore stuff that we normally review on this channel, but I actually think most of them are worth it. That pore refining tonic, if you haven't got that in your life and you have dry skin and blackheads, go out and buy it, because it is just such a beautiful formulation. I was bowled over. They do have other products which I haven't reviewed because I couldn't get my hands on them, and I want to try them before I really recommend or don't recommend something. Their sunscreens, I like a Korean sunscreen, or I like the Skinnies sunscreen, which is a New Zealand brand. I didn't try it because I have enough sunscreens and they're quite hard to get hold of at the moment. They might be really good, but I'm not going to pass comment on that. But their vitamin A's and their retinols, beautiful. I love that pore refining exfoliator, absolutely fantastic. Guys, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Do you love this brand? Do you hate this brand? Have you tried any other products? Let me know what you think. You guys got me hooked on this, and I'm never looking back. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.